Hello, this is Chapter 3 of Advanced Formal Logic. So far, we've been dealing with things like figure and mood. In Chapter 3 we're going to talk a lot about figure. We remember that the figure of a syllogism is the disposition, or really the location, of terms in the premises. And what we're really concerned about with figure is where is the middle term. In first figure, we know the middle term is the subject of the major premise and the predicate of the minor premise. We call these sub-pri. So a good example of a first figure is all humans are mortal. All boys are human, therefore all boys are mortal. In the second figure, the middle term is the predicate of the major premise and the predicate of the minor premise. So all humans are mortal. No angels are mortal, therefore no angels are human. We call these a pri. In the third figure, the middle term is the subject of the major premise and also the subject of the minor premise. So all humans are mortal. Some humans are boys, therefore some boys are mortal. We would call this a sub figure, or third figure. And finally, there's a fourth figure. The middle term is in the predicate of the major premise, the subject of the minor premise. All Romans are human. All humans are mortal. Therefore, some mortals are Roman. Remember, we say that the fourth figure is really another form of the first, and that's what this chapter is about. It's about reducing all the forms to the first form. And this is because the first form is often the easiest one for us to understand. So by reducing things to first figure, it makes them easier to analyze and then to understand. There are two ways to do this. One way we call by direct reduction, and the other way is indirect reduction, but we're going to worry especially about direct reduction. I think that's going to be the easiest to start with for now. We're also going to remember that of the 64 moods, really only 19 are valid. And because we know that, it'll help us because it'll tell us which syllogisms are worth reducing. It doesn't make any sense for us to reduce a syllogism that is invalid because it's already been shown invalid. So you'll probably want just to remember that nice little poem or that nice little song that tells us what the 19 valid moods are. Okay, so for Friday, you should read pages 19 to 24. Just read through the chapter. Carefully read pages 19 and 20, the stuff we covered today, and you can do exercises for day 1 in Moodle.